All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Chodash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. All right, peace and blessings to you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. And this is going to be real brief. You know, it says, wisdom shall make a wise man mad, right? And I'm saying that not because I'm mad at anybody in particular. It's just, you know, this this society is through. It's just through. You know, and it's one calamity after another, and you know, people that think they make sense that really don't make sense. All right, it's too many people like that here. Okay, and I say all that to say this. You know, I'm gonna read Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, but hey, we are sitting in 2024, and since the time that we could vote, all right, these people never listen to us, and they don't care to listen to us. All right, and I'm talking about the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Israelites. Okay, they don't care. All right, and in the Lord's people's, the Lord, the people of the Lord minds is they think they're meant to prosper in this society when the Lord already told you this place is polluted and it'll bring you to a sore destruction. All right, we were put here for punishment, and still our people have not gathered that into their thoughts or their mindset, right? And just because we're here for punishment don't mean that we have to be downtrodden, but we do have to be aware of the enemy that's in front of us, okay, and the snares that he sets privily for us. All right, but I'm going into, you know, this election and how things are moving with, you know, society in general. Our people gotta wake up, man. Gotta wake up. There's things happening, you know, that you can get off of alternative media, which they're having plans on, you know, making that short-lived real soon. Okay, and our people don't even know about that. They don't even understand that in the times to come, you will need a digital ID, which is something that the late President Obama, okay, and I say late because, you know, the ex-president, okay, he wrote that into existence, okay, to stop false information. That's why he wanted the digital ID, okay, for web surfers and people that's online. So if something spread like wildfire, meaning a fact or a fiction, okay, that person could be found out easily. All right. So I'm gonna get this right here. I'm gonna read this. Ecclesiastes 3:2. It says, a time, I'm just gonna go down from 1 to 3. This is verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right? And you're seeing that. Okay? It's a season for everything, even the coming calamities. Okay, it's leading up to it. Just like, when springtime comes and that first bud comes on the tree, that is spring. Okay, spring has sprung, so to speak. All right. It said a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn and a time to dance. Right? And Jake gets stuck with the partying and bullshitting. All right, while things are being moved all around them. Now, it's not a mystery any longer, okay? Because of the articles and the news, we're watchmen on the tower, so to speak. Or we try to be. Just if they hear or forbear, that's why I say we try to be. Whether people want to listen or they're not, and that's not our job. Our job is just to hearken from the tower, okay, and let people know. It's always going to be the same lesson because this is the point in time that we're in. It's the time of prophecy. All right, that's spilling off the pages. Okay, and of course, it's always the time for salvation and who are the true biblical Israelites. Okay, we're always going to show that in lessons, but primarily right now we're focusing on prophecy. That's what the Lord told us, to stay occupied in prophecy. All right, let me grab that and I'm gonna push on. It's Ecclesiasticus 39:1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients and be occupied in prophecy. Okay, and that's a major part, because 2nd Ezra 9 tells you, the more we become circumspect, right, you could tell what's happening and what's going to happen next, right? And I'm saying all this to lead up to the point of, first let me get 2nd Ezra 8. That's what we're going to do. Read the bottom part of 8, and the top part of 9. 62 verse. It says, these things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders. Which wonders? The things that's about to pop off on the earth, man. Okay? And it's kind of like the men of the Lord, Lord will, we are those men, okay, the men that's out there pushing constantly videos and out there on the highways and byways. All right, Lord's will, we are those men. But we see things in a different manner, so to speak. Like my man Tank from the Matrix, we can see that something's off. All right, and that's what the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times, but at what time thou hast not showed me. Right, so we seeing all these things that the Lord is bringing forth on the earth. Okay, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, we see it. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. And he's visiting it. Okay. Storms and tempests. Right now it's a crazy windstorm out here in Boston. All right. From out of nowhere. Shaking cars. You can't drive on the highway. It feels like you're going 2 miles per hour. So on and so forth. But that's the will of the Heavenly Father, man. And how he's visiting this place. Okay. Then you got the influx of people coming across that border, you know. Then you got the king's hearts in the hand of the Lord. Okay. World War III is about to pop off. And you know, I'm gonna do some research on that, Lord's will today, but somebody was sending me photos, okay, of what's going on over there in England and how all the royals are disappearing. And when the Rothschild, Mr. Burns, died, all right, they did some type of symbolism march with the horses, okay. And I'm going to read about it later, but you know, it's things going on in the earth, man, okay. And this is what that's going into, all right. These little pieces to the puzzle are getting put in place, and it's up to the men of the Lord to watch and see how it's going to end and play out, all right. But then coming around in Babylon the Great, all right, it's all type of development going on, but the economy's falling. You get what I'm saying? It's like all these apartments and shit are getting built up, and you know, but you have to understand they're trying to create 15-minute cities right in front of your eyes, man, okay. These buildings are being built to house people in the up and coming times after, you know what, the great fall, all right, or the great reset, okay. They doing it slick, all right. Nobody has a big bank anymore for any of the prices of these apartments, man, okay. But it's gradualism, you know what I'm saying? That's how the serpent works, and that's how the Lord has opened up our mind to see how this devil plays his little games. All right, I'm gonna go over to Second Ezra 15, right? And I'm gonna read verse 10. Second Ezra 15 and 10 it says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." Right, and like I was saying at the beginning, our people still want to vote. All right, but they've been led to the slaughter by voting many a times, man. This is 2024, and they ready to do it all over again. All right, but the Lord, He's going to put the kibosh on it this time. Okay. Lord will, there's no election. All right. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Right, and that's ultimately the final plague, is that nuclear destruction. But you know, what's happening right now, what's going on right now is outbreaks, man. Outbreaks of any and all types of diseases, man. Okay. STDs are on the rise. in southern states, man, like crazy. All right, we got the bubonic plague out there in the west coming across. All right, and then you have the mysterious X coming up. All right, which is just a variable. Nobody knows what it could be. Be a litany of things. All right. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that God shall bring upon it. All right. And that's what we getting ready to see, man. All right. Nobody's in the clear. All right. Not even men in the Lord. We're going to suffer through some things. But we ultimately know that through power, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and with faith attached, that the Lord has our back, man. Okay. Why? Because we put off the mortal thoughts, man. Okay. That's what we did. All right. We understand the assignment, which is be unto the Lord, unto death, man. Okay. Jumping down to 14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And mostly Egyptian against Egyptian, like it says. Okay, and what's that? Isaiah the 10th chapter, I believe. Uh, Let me see if I can get it real quick. Salaki. Isaiah 19. Salaki. Isaiah 19 and 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." All right. And we know that that's going to be a civil war, man. Because of what? Because what's going on in the government. All right. Political parties having uh, matches against each other. All right. Which is in turn, the regular Joe Schmo Edomite, he's going to say, fuck this government. He's not going to want to listen anymore, like it says. All right. In verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? And why this little shutdown happens, okay? I call it little because, in the spirit, this is what's supposed to happen, all right, before the great and notable day of the Lord, all right? And so shutdown is going to happen, and it's going to drive these people buggy, all right? They're going to be wicked as hell, man, all right? They're going to rob each other. They're going to ravage people's wives and daughters, killing for no reason, okay? All this shit's already happening right now. It's ramping up, man. Got the brother that do in the news, his little articles he be bringing out, they wild and crazy, man. These people have waxed cold and fast. That's how you know this thing is happening. Sped up. All right, it's sped up. Okay, and then the elder Yashawamba put up the video yesterday of the AI wall. right? Which it doesn't have to be a real wall there. It's just a virtual wall that's going to uh, see everything that's happening before when the migrants come in, face scans and everything like that. That's going to be into play, you know. And then another part of that wall, that virtual wall, is um, predictive. I forget what it's called. Like from the movie Minority Report, they know what you're thinking before you even do it. Okay, that's what's coming forth, man. And Jake is not paying attention. They're not paying attention. What do you think congestion tolls are, man? Yeah, for right now, they're about what part of the city you're going through, right? And the elder Raquam, back in the day, he brought out this information, man. He said you're gonna have to have goddamn passes written out 2 months in advance about where you're about to set off and go. Okay? If it's not your normal neighborhood, you're gonna need papers to go to any other part of the city. All right? But that's what they're putting. It's all underneath gradualism. All right? In the guise of moving things around. And then when you awake out of the slumber that they put you in with bread and circus, okay, then you didn't know you couldn't go over there no more. Yeah, we need permits. You have to pay for that, you know. And when this economic thing breaking, the MOTB jumps out on the scene, right? And it will. Jake is gonna be completely lost, man. Okay, and they're gonna line up. They're gonna line up. Why? Because all the favorite things that they're attached to in this society is going to be attached to that one single grain of rice. Okay? Which is going to get them all burnt up. Okay, pursuant to Revelations, the 14th chapter. Right? Verse 17, it said, the man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right? Because they're going to lock it down, man. And I could see it coming from a mile away. And brothers in the know, we can see it coming from a mile away. All right? And we're going to keep on harping on this, man. The men that were taught by the elders of Great Millstone and the leadership underneath the elders apostles of Great Millstone. All right? This is what we were taught in the scriptures, man. All right? We took in the whole volume of the book. And none of the things in the book what can I say, false. I'll say that. All right? I'm talking about the Holy Scriptures. So, I just wanted to come with that and just say, give a slight little briefing, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Let's go to 16. And 17. Second Ezra 16 and 17, it says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Why? Because these days are going to be treacherous. Treacherous. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What should I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay? And like I said, Jake is not going to realize that they're in worst case scenario until the lights go out, man. And they are. Okay. And that's when Jake is going to be, oh man, we got to do something. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to march right to them chipping stations. Okay. 2/3 of our people, that's where they're going to set themselves to go to. All right. Where it's instant death if you take that chip. And then if you're out here walking around and still don't know what time it is, it's death for you too, man. So yeah, man. I'm gonna leave you with this. It's Jeremiah 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are childish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." Okay? While the men of the Lord are out here, we're trying to spread the knowledge to you, but you're too childish. Okay? And we're not bragging about it, but we are out here to help you get better acquainted with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai through repentance. Okay? And then seek ye out of the book and read. Okay? So you may be delivered in the days of calamities, which is not far away. And when that door shut, okay, just like in the time of Noe, it's over. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and the leadership on down. With that, Shalom.